Cadre, we are here today for another bag blade review video, so we're going to go ahead and jump into that. First of all, let's go over some of the stuff we're going to use today. It's still Sterling week over at the Cadre, so I'm going to be using Sterling Noir. This is supposed to be a similar scent to Dracar Noir. Very good scent, strong, very powerful. This is one of the stronger scents of Sterlings that I have in my den. Like it a lot, and I'm going to be using the Butterscotch Sterling brush. That is a fan-shaped badger knot. I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. Their badger knots the knots will stand up to others and the competitors big time. I mean, it's a couple $100, in my opinion, worth of brush. Sold for under 40 bucks. So it's a great brush and I highly recommend it. And the only drawback is that the handles sometimes are not my favorite, but the knots are fantastic. The blade that we're going to use today is, we're going to try and use both of from this brand that I've got. Looking online, they've got a few others, but we're going to be using today the Racer blade. And this one is the Super Stainless. They do have a couple others. I have the Platinum. These seem to be the two most popular that you can get in the United States at least. So we'll use both of these this week. So let's go ahead. I'm going to load it up into my Timeless. Let's see what we got here. A single wrapped blade is all. And this is what it looks like. It says Racer and Super Stainless on it. Get that loaded up. And I'm going to go ahead and pause you guys, build my lather, and we will be right back. Okay, got to get myself a good lather, ready to go. Let's jump right into this. The Racer Super Stainless blade, is made by Lord. As we know, Lord makes a lot of other blades. Shark, Lord, obviously, and there's a couple others. Racer's one of them. There's like 5 or 6. Asco, I think. And right off the bat, I can tell you it's not as smooth as what I previously used. It's that Zork. I would also say it's not as even smooth as the Shark stainless blade that I have in the 100-pack rating, which is made by the same company. Which again leads me to believe that these blades, from Lord at least, from their factory, they do have subtle differences between them. Those of you that don't know, before we quickly continue, this jumped into my mind. The Zork blade was the 50th blade reviewed. So, we've been going for a while now. Not sure about this blade, to be honest with you. It is stainless. It does say that it is Teflon coated to help at least with some of that. There's not a lot of information out there. It seems more people in the United States and from Lord, which is more readily available here, would be Shark or Lord blades. Not crazy about this one. It's funny because the Zork blade kind of surprised, and then I use this one. I'm like, oh, it'll probably be in the same ballpark as the Lord blades, or maybe we'll get lucky and this will jump up and be similar to that Shark. That I like. Now, not as rough as the other Shark, but definitely not as good as I remember the Lord blades on their first time out when I used those 3 or 4 Lord blades that I had. So, not all that impressed after the first pass. We'll see if the second pass gets better. I'm going to pause you guys real quick. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into this. We're going to go pass 2 against the grain, like I always do. This is where you really feel if a blade is going to be worthy. And to be honest, I'm not feeling it. it's not as smooth of a glide across the face. It's definitely not the worst, right? I mean, this isn't going to jump into that trash category, and I'm getting a serviceable shave. But I'm not going to really feel all that comfortable to do any of the J hooking or anything like that I usually do with this razor, to ensure that I get my BBS shave that I like to get. So, and not really feeling it, to be honest with you. Was kind of hopeful when I saw that the random number spit out racer. I was kind of like, oh, great, I mean, we'll probably going to be lucky to have a couple of other good shaves in a row. Because that Zoric was great. We gave it a 100-pack rating. Anyways, this racer blade, I only found it at Amazon on those big four that I look at. Yeah, you can still find it on eBay and the likes, but on Amazon it's $9.99 for 100, so it's 10 cents per blade. So compared to the Zoric, which was 15 cents per blade, again, it's like, come on, man, let's have a good blade here, because the price is perfect. Sadly, I don't think it was meant to be. Just not all that great of a blade. That's the shave I'm not going to chase. Not comfortable enough with it. It's not that good. I'm okay. I'm really smooth on the cheeks, which is pretty normal. Neck is DFS at best, which is fine for the day. I'm going to go ahead and pause you guys, rinse up, we'll be back for post-shave and final thoughts. Alright, so we're going to use some witch hazel first. Usually don't do this on camera, but I wanted to take a second and just say that bingo finished. Congrats to, I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce his username. I've always pronounced it Gagi, G-A-G-I. He's from Serbia, one of our members. Congrats on winning. Trying to figure out the prize for him. Granted, prize isn't required for bingo, but I did offer one up. See about getting it over there. I don't know. It might prove to be difficult, but we're working something out. So I'm going to be done with this before I head to California. No razor burn, I'm not feeling, at least. It just was rough. I'm getting to the point where I'm getting better with using these blades to where I can recognize when the shave isn't good and I can make some adjustments and hopefully not butcher my face. Granted, some blades are just so bad. Doesn't matter. And you guys have seen those shaves on here too, so not bad. The racer blade, in my opinion, I think this is going to end up in the bad category. It could end up in the low good, depending if the shade gets better tomorrow. But it's definitely not better than the Lord blades. It's definitely not as good as that Shark super stainless blade that I use and like and have in my 100 blade category. So take it for what it's worth. I'm sure there are some people out there that like these blades, though. I'm going to use the Sterling Noir Aftershave. And this is a fun one. Nice strong scent. And then later off camera I'll do a couple spritzes of the Drakkar. I could see myself picking up a sample of this in this scent, so that way I could travel with it. It's just nice. So, well guys, that's the shave. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit us up at www.theshavingcadre.com, and aside from that, I'll see you guys on the pages. Have a good day, Cadre.